All right, so this project you're going to focus on rendering a simple form like an apple. Actually, you're going to use an apple, apples, plural. And you're just going to do a small drawing. As you can see here, this is a ripped half of a sheet, and you can't see it yet, but I'm going to draw with a darker pencil. But there's a 9 by 9 inch square here. And you're going to do a value drawing using your graphite pencils. But there's a system how I want you to go about it. You start with your harder pencils, your 4H, your 2H, and you build a base, your H, keep building that base, your HB, your B, and then you can go back to your harder pencils, but that's later in the video, and I'll talk about that, or later in other videos, we'll talk about that. But I want to talk about setting up your still life, something really simple. So you're going to take a full sheet of paper, you're going to rip it in half, just like we've done in previous projects. You know how to do that. You just use your ruler, fold the edges, mark it, rip it in half. You're going to tape one up here, and I'm going to show you how to prepare it. The other piece of paper you're going to put underneath of the apples. And I'm saying apples, it's apple season, and there should be plenty of apples at the grocery store. If not, you could have some in your very own refrigerator. Now, I've used two different types of apples here, not two different brands, but I found an apple that has multi-colors on it, a little green, a little red, even though we're not using color, but it's a lighter value there, and it's a darker value next to it. So you can kind of think about texture a little bit with the surface of the apple. And this apple is kind of like your true red apple. It's lighter on one side, darker on the other. And there's reflections because it's a reflective surface, and that's the texture. We'll get to that later. And then there's also these shadows down here, which you can't see that well in the video, but if you zoom in closely, let's see if I can get you to zoom in here closely. I don't want to rip this out. Sorry, that's not gonna work. We'll zoom in there later. But for now, sorry guys. There you go. For now, we'll prepare the paper. Blech. So the paper itself is 12 inches wide. So you're going to mark that 12-inch wide part in the center. And again, I like to do this flat on a flat surface. I'm just doing it here vertically so you can see what I'm doing. I've already kind of done it. The other thing I want you to do is make sure your pencil's sharp. And the reason why we're doing this is we're just establishing our frame first. And unlike the other drawings, this one's going to be a square format. Most of your formats are probably rectangular. This is going to be a square format, so it's going to be a little more challenging with the composition. And you'll be able to crop some things off. So after that, then you're going to connect your dots. Hope you can see that. I don't want to draw too dark because then it... You know what I'm going to do?